Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Destiny 2 beta. I am Death from Above. Today, I'm going to bring you a gun that I have had a little bit of experience with and I'm really enjoying, and this time it is an exotic. We're talking about the sweet business. Oh, that sweet, sweet business. So this is the exotic auto rifle that you get as a Titan. You load into the beta, you start the story mission, and once you pass Lord Shags, he's going to say, grab this gun from me, bro. And you're going to say, okay, bro. So the sweet business is hanging on a shelf. You grab it from Lord Shags' inventory and go to town and have some fun with it. So let's get a little bit deep into the sweet business. We're going to take a look at mine, talk about it, then we'll talk about PvE and PvP performance and what I think about it. So here is the sweet business. It's a gorgeous auto rifle. It is a minigun auto rifle. I know we saw this when we were first seeing a video of the beta and we got very excited. We were like, oh, a minigun. It's an auto rifle, funny enough, not a heavy weapon, but either way, it's a dang cool gun, and it is an exotic. It reads, I love my job. Sweet business. So definitely one of the coolest looking exotics I've ever seen in Destiny or Destiny 2. So let's go over the basics. It is a so-and-so impact and so-and-so range and stability and reload. I don't know any of these stats yet. I'm not familiar with this is high or low. Obviously it's high rate of fire auto rifle because of how it functions, but rounds per minute 300, which is actually not that high. Some of the SMGs goes up to 900, so it's a strong auto rifle, but it's not, I mean, it is, but it isn't a bullet hose. I don't know. Anyway, you tell me, is it a bullet hose? Let's talk about it. So the intrinsic perk Payday, larger magazine, increased accuracy when firing from the hip. And I definitely do fire from the hip a lot more in the Destiny 2 beta than I ever did in Destiny 1. Because in Destiny 2, hip firing is actually very accurate. The next perk, polygonal rifling. I'm wondering now, every one of the exotics we've gotten to drop has had no options as far as customization. It's all the way activated, and this is what you get to run. So polygonal rifling increases stability. It's the barrel. High caliber rounds slightly increases range, and it'll kick the target back farther. Business time is the exotic perk. Probably holding down the trigger boosts this weapon's range and rate of fire, and automatically loads ammo pickups into the magazine. So if you're walking around grabbing ammo, it'll automatically load it into the mag and you can keep firing. There is a trick I'm going to talk to you about with the Titan half shield too. Composite stocks of the stock, it increases stability and increases handling speed. You can't turn any of these off. You can't modify it in any way. So this is the sweet business from the Destiny 2 beta. So let's talk about some PvE and PvP performance. So in PvE, it's a lot of fun. I didn't think it was the most effective weapon I had in my arsenal, probably because of range, and the only PvE activity we're really playing other than the story mission is a strike where you're outside a lot and most everything is pretty far away. So the range on this was good if you were in those up close engagements, say when you had to fight all those dogs in that one circular room. It was really cool in that part of the strike, but all in all, I found myself using a scout rifle more or a hand cannon for the up close just to get the quick hits. The sweet business though, if you had a room full of enemies in front of you, would take care of quote-unquote business. And if you plan it out, I find with a lot of the exotics and a lot of the perks in Destiny 2, if you're aware of it and you start focusing on that perk, so say for instance the magazine pickup loading or the ammo pickup loading into your mag, if you're aware of that and you're firing and you look around a little bit and you see some ammo, you could probably get to it. So it's a pretty cool thing to think about. Now the mag size, 99 the mag is a big mag, but you chew through it real quick once you get up to speed. So it's not the hugest mag, but it's not a small mag by any means. So in PvE, it'll get the job done. I felt like it was middle of the road for me. I don't know. That's my PvE performance. It performed well. It was a good usable gun, but I didn't find myself saying, I got to use this the whole time. I was like, yeah, it's good. I can see the purpose. I like it. I want to try something else. So the trick, so there is a trick with the Titan half shield we'll talk about right now, that if you get behind the half shield, every time you pop up, you can fire, and every time you let go of ADS, it'll put you back down behind the shield, and it will reload your magazine. Now, with the sweet business, you just hold the trigger, the fire trigger, and it'll keep firing no matter what. It spins up, and it just keeps firing and firing. So if you pop in and out of ADS with the left trigger, you'll drop back and forth from behind the cover and not behind the cover, and you'll get reloaded every time without having to stop firing. So you can fully fire your full ammo reserves using the sweet business and the Titan half shield without ever stopping firing. You will be shooting at the shield every once in a while when you drop back to reload, but the reload is automatic, so just don't ever take your finger off the right trigger. You'll never stop firing. It'll keep reloading. Just keep popping down and up and down and up using the ADS. And you'll never run out of ammo. So I used that in a couple spots in PvE, and it was a lot of fun. It was kind of silly because the half shield doesn't protect you from everything. So when you're up firing, you're still getting hit. So it was cool. It was interesting. In PvE, it's a lot of fun. In PvP, the sweet business actually performed better for me in PvP than it did in PvE. In PvP, I was getting a lot better with it. You got to learn when to start firing, where to start firing. You got to figure out the firing lanes with this gun, because you're going to be a lane hog. What you're going to do is you're going to find that lane, you're going to wait for somebody to get close, and you're just going to start pre-firing the lane. If they're dumb enough to walk out in front of you, they're going to get mowed down. If they're not going to come out in front of you, they're just not going to be a threat. So throw up your shield to guard one side, mow down a lane from the other side, and just go to town. Or if you're going aggressive with it and you're moving, keep pre-firing. It's got a big enough mag where you got to get up to speed before you get the full force of the gun. So get those first 4 or 5 rounds off to get it up to speed, and then you can go to town on people. You definitely got to be aggressive. You definitely got to know where your enemies are. If you got 2 people shooting at you and you're shooting at them, sometimes you can take them both out. Most of the time you're gonna die though, so be careful doing that. But I liked it in PvP. It was a good solid performer. Once you find your lanes, once you know how the gun performs and you figure it out, it's a lot of fun, and I liked it, and I was doing pretty dang good. Pair it with something SMG, pair it with a hand cannon. I mean, you can pair it with a scout rifle if you want to. You can use this for the mid-range. The super up close, though, I wouldn't recommend it. It does alright, but you got to get it up to speed, and if you're super up close, you're probably moving around, so it might be a little bit harder. It's kind of more of a stabilized gun, but if you're hip firing it up close, maybe so. It's got that extra bonus hip fire, so I need to get into that a little bit more. We might do a sweet business in depth later on the channel this week, but look for that if you want to come by a live stream and hang out. But what do you guys think about the sweet business? What's your favorite gun so far in the Destiny 2 beta? And let me know what you think. If you want me to go into depth on anything else, let me know in the comments. But until then, until next time, I'm Death Above, and I will see you later.